Yeah, hi guys, welcome back to Marathon-Crossfit here, and we are having a review of the last week of Texas method training. So here you see me doing 142.5 kgs for 5. That is the last set of a 5x5. So if you're a more regular watcher of my vlog here, then you will know that this is the first day of each week of the Texas method, which is a volume day. So you do a 5x5 for squats, you do a 5x5 for bench press or for overhead press, and you do a 1x5 for the deadlift. Now what is good actually about this is I went up 2.5 kilograms for the week from the week before, and it still moved quite good. It also is deep enough for my taste, and there I rack it back. So then moving on to bench press at 115 kg. Now that was not really great, so I have to do a repeat on that because the last set of the 5 actually turned out to be just a 3 repetition set rather than a 5 repetition set. But you know, just testing your limits there and still trying to figure out the right weights. What I'm pretty happy about is that I personally think that the form on my deadlift is getting a lot better, because I did hurt my lower back a bit, and that I also get a 1x5 and at 155 kg. So hopefully I can work my way back up to somewhere around 170 kg for 5 reps by end of year. That would be huge for me. I know it's not a lot compared to other lifters out there, but that would bring me back on track against a 200 kg deadlift and 200 kg squat, which is what I'm currently focusing on from a strength perspective. So now you got squats for the recovery day, so 122.5 for 2x5. This is the second set, no belt here, also no wrist wraps. So raw, if you so may speak, although you know people actually define raw in different kinds of ways, but that is a debate that goes on in the powerlifting world anyway. What is raw, what is not raw? To be honest, I don't care that much. This is just unequipped, if you so may speak. Also, I finished the first 2 weeks of my ketosis diet. Now, for me personally, I actually didn't lose that much weight, but actually my fiancée did, so she actually lost 3 kilograms, so that is good. So if you are trying to lose some weight, that is actually the best diet she has done so far. She also stuck to it a bit better than I did. I had some M&Ms here and there, so you know, it's not necessarily the diet's fault that I didn't get as good results. I only lost 1.5 kilograms in 2 weeks, but that also might be due to more of the training that you see here. That is actually the kband's training. So here you see me doing high knees, and I'm getting actually better at this. I'm doing this now for 3 weeks. And I also did 1 session less this week. It just was a very, very crazy week. So here you see the Oompa Loompa knees wide. Looks silly, but it's actually pretty good to get your hips loosened up a bit so that you're not as stiff as a powerlifter or as a guy who lifts a lot. Then moving on to speed skaters, even though they're not that speedy at all, but even if you look at the demonstration of this from the kband's videos, which come with the delivery, it's actually rather a slow exercise, so I don't know why it's called speed skaters, but anyway, so I mean, if you look for anything that supports your training and your lifting, I find the kbands to be really, 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 really good. You know, a lot of sprinting, a lot of getting the nervous system firing up. So if you're searching for an alternative to the West Side method, or to band work with the bench, and just overall getting a bit more athletic rather than just good on the 3 main lifts for powerlifting, I think that is really a good alternative to take. Because also for CrossFit, that will prepare you for all of the kind of sprint work and the kind of 21, 15, 9 routines and complexes without using a barbell, and just become a more rounded athlete. So yeah, I mean, also this week was a bit about just progressing a bit slower. I'm still experimenting with the numbers, so I'm only going up now 2.5 kilograms, and here you see the high intensity day, and that is the main set, the main work set. It's a 1x5 157.5 kg. Maybe a bit more depth needed on that, as usual. I always say that, but I was quite happy on how that moved. That was a repeater, so it definitely moved better than the week before. So I will go up to 160 next week, just to see where I'm at. But I also will travel, so I will take my whole kband stuff with me so that I can still train when I'm traveling. But I think the next time I'll touch a barbell, that will be somewhere in 14 days. So I mean, that's also good about the kband stuff. It's very small and can be packed up in a suitcase quite easily, and you don't have to bring your shoes and all of that kind of stuff. You can do it basically anywhere in a hotel room. So this is a 1x5 for 122.5, which I'm quite happy with. A lot of work went into that one, and I'm really pleased with that after failing the first day of this week on the bench. Like I redeemed myself, if you so may speak. Then onto pull-ups. Now what I like to do with pull-ups, I like to really get the momentum entirely out and hang out just like there. That means you don't get a lot of reps out of it, but at least you get full range of motion, and that helps your arms and your lats grow a bit better. And at least that is what I find. 7 of those, and then going on to glute ham raises. I mean, that is, as I mentioned before on this vlog, just an exercise that I should have done a ton more of when I started lifting. So this is that for that week that just passed. If you have any questions, pop them below. Texas method so far is quite good. It is a bit of a gear down, or basically challenging it a bit back, scaling a bit back from Smolov. And if you also have any questions about Smolov, ran that, was a great program. And you can also see a review on my blog under www.marathon-crossfit.com. Bye bye.